A sudden supply-side shock in the energy markets is rewriting the rules for global equities. European shares are dipping as rising crude prices trigger an immediate risk repricing. When we look at the Stoxx 600 index, we see a complex economic engine that is highly sensitive to external resource inputs. This index serves as a proxy for the entire European corporate ecosystem, which lacks the domestic energy security of the United States. To understand this vulnerability, think of the Stoxx 600 as a massive cargo ship. It is highly efficient at carrying goods but entirely dependent on imported fuel to keep moving forward. When the price of that fuel spikes, the cost of operating the entire vessel goes up immediately. This exposure makes European corporate margins highly vulnerable to global supply bottlenecks. It creates a structural ceiling on profit margins before manufacturing even begins. This macro pressure is showing up directly in recent market performance, revealing a deep split inside the indices. While the broader Stoxx 600 slipped, energy giants Shell and BP saw immediate capital rotation in their favor. Their stock prices climbed as crude oil surged toward critical resistance levels. This capital rotation acts like a seesaw in an investor's portfolio. As cash flows away from high-input manufacturers, it piles straight into the companies that extract and sell raw commodities. This movement is not driven by long-term optimism about economic growth. Instead, it is a defensive rotation. Institutional managers are parking cash in commodities to insulate their portfolios against inflation. This creates a market where index-level stability masks severe pain under the surface for specific sectors. But that is only part of the story. The inverse of this energy surge is playing out across high-input sectors, particularly travel and leisure. Aviation giants Lufthansa and Ryanair experienced immediate valuation compression as fuel futures surged. Jet fuel is the single largest variable cost for passenger airlines, often accounting for over 30% of total operating expenses. This pressure is like running a marathon with weights tied to your ankles. Every step forward requires more energy, which reduces your pace and limits your endurance. For airline operators, this sudden expense surge threatens to trigger margin contraction just as travel demand seasonal trends begin to normalize. This leaves these companies with very little room to maneuver if consumer spending cools down. The next signal comes from the policymakers at the European Central Bank. Central bank governors are signaling that persistent commodity spikes could delay planned interest rate cuts. This monetary policy dilemma is like driving a car with one foot on the gas and the other on the brake. If the central bank cuts rates to boost the sluggish economy, they risk letting inflation get out of control again. But if they keep interest rates high to fight energy-driven inflation, they could push the economy into a deep recession. The market is now pricing in this yield pressure. Treasury yields are climbing as investors accept that the era of cheap credit is not coming back as quickly as they hoped. Now look at how the broader sector is reacting to the underlying physical market. Brent crude oil prices are rising due to growing tensions between the United States and Iran. This geopolitical friction acts like a rusty valve on a global water line. It limits the flow of essential resources, making every drop more valuable and expensive to acquire. For global shipping and logistics companies, this supply friction is a major challenge. It forces cargo fleets to take longer routes, which consumes more fuel and drives shipping costs up. This means the inflation we are seeing is structural, not just temporary noise in the financial markets. That leads us to a bigger question regarding systemic risk. The primary threat to global markets is a second wave of core inflation. If high oil prices persist, they will eventually seep into everyday goods and service prices. This process is like pouring dye into a glass of water. It starts at one point, but soon spreads to color the entire liquid. For corporate margins, this means cost inflation could quickly outpace wage growth and consumer demand. This environment would limit earnings visibility and make it difficult for corporations to project profits. This reality is forcing institutional analysts to rewrite their valuation models for the second half of the year. Here is where the margin metrics become interesting for long-term investors. We are starting to see a significant rotation of capital away from cyclical retail stocks and into defensive energy positions. This capital rotation is like moving capital out of a wooden house and into a concrete bunker before a storm hits. Investors are prioritizing balance sheet safety and dividend yields over high growth targets. If crude oil stays high, energy companies like Shell and BP will see strong margin expansion. Meanwhile, consumer-facing companies will struggle to pass these high energy costs down to customers without hurting sales volume. This outlook depends entirely on how long geopolitical tensions remain elevated. If supply worries ease, crude prices could fall fast, bringing relief to airlines and transport companies. But if supply stays tight, the market will face a long period of high interest rates and sticky inflation. Investors need to focus on companies with high pricing power and strong balance sheets that can weather high input costs. In a resource-constrained world, owning the raw commodities is often much safer than owning the factories that turn them into finished goods. The coming months will show which companies can actually protect their margins and which ones are just floating along on cheap credit. To navigate this changing macro landscape, you must look past simple daily price movements and focus on structural shifts. We will monitor these market trends, energy flows, and central bank policies as they develop. Join our community of institutional investors by subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. Let us know in the comments how you are positioning your portfolio for this energy and inflation outlook. Stay disciplined, manage your risks, and we will see you in the next analysis.